So after a 4-year wait as the top contender for the WBC, Dillian Whyte, the body snatcher, will finally get his chance to fight for the WBC title against Tyson Fury. He will be challenging Tyson Fury for the WBC, Ring Magazine, and Lineal heavyweight titles. Tyson Fury coming off back-to-back wins over former WBC champion Deontay Wilder. Dillian Whyte coming off a win where he avenged his KO loss to Alexander Povetkin. In the fight where Whyte lost to Povetkin, he was dominating the fight, even dropped Povetkin twice round 4 before being caught by a perfect left uppercut by Alexander Povetkin. Now, Dillian Whyte, he's been knocked out twice in his career. Once by Anthony Joshua via right uppercut, once by Alexander Povetkin via left uppercut. He's even been dropped very badly against Oscar Rivas via a right uppercut. So we've seen him get either knocked out or hurt badly 3 different occasions by a right uppercut. Now, does Tyson Fury possess a short, strong right uppercut? No, he doesn't. Tyson Fury, his punches are more looping. They're not short like how Joshua throws them or Povetkin throws them. He does not have the right uppercut, so it's not a punch I would look out for. Now, I made a video explaining the game plan for Dillian Whyte and how he should fight Tyson Fury. In this video, I'll briefly discuss the game plan for Tyson Fury before giving a full breakdown and my prediction. Now, Tyson Fury, we've seen him on the pads very recently fighting as a southpaw. I think he should fight as much as possible as a southpaw. Because if he fights as a southpaw, side stance, he takes away Dillian Whyte's left hook. Takes away completely. Dillian Whyte will not be able to land that left hook if Fury is a side stance in a southpaw position. Because in that case, Tyson Fury, the back of his head will be where the left hook would land. And obviously, it's illegal to hit on the back of the head. The referee is obviously going to be in Tyson Fury's favor. Even if Dillian Whyte manages to hurt Tyson Fury on the back of the head, if he hurts him bad enough, he can get disqualified. So he's obviously not going to throw that shot. He takes that completely away from him. So I think Tyson Fury should stay in distance, stay far away from Dillian Whyte, throw the jab, measure distance, feints. Feints could draw Dillian Whyte's counter. Dillian Whyte loves to counter, and sometimes when you feint, he bites too much on that feint. He throws a shot like if you feint with maybe if you're in an orthodox position, you feint with the right hand, and he's right away trying to counter you with a left hook. So you can make him bite on feints. We've seen that happen before. And Tyson Fury is a very, very good fighter at feints. At the same time, Dillian Whyte likes to catch and counter. What do I mean when I say catch and counter? I mean he likes to feel the shot on his glove before he counters. So it could not work, the feint, making him try to bite on feint, but I would still feint. There's nothing to lose. When you feint, you still got your defenses, powers on. You're not going to get hit by any silly shots. I think you should feint. It has, in my opinion, a 60% chance of Dillian Whyte biting on some feints. And Dillian Whyte, if he did bite on a feint, when he throws his left hook, sometimes he puts all of his weight into that left hook. He makes a full 360 sometimes. So obviously, Tyson Fury can't capitalize on that. One other thing, Dillian Whyte has heavy power on the back foot. I know he doesn't always have the best footwork, but he knocked out Derek Chisora cold on the back foot. He knocked down Joseph Parker very badly when Joseph Parker was coming in. So he has power going back. I would be wary for Tyson Fury if he's trying to push back Dillian Whyte. Tyson Fury weighed in at 264, Dillian Whyte weighed in at 253. He does not have a 40-pound weight advantage like he did over Wilder. He's only 10 pounds heavier than Whyte. I would say Whyte is a stronger fighter. Whyte is very strong. Very strong. Even Fury said that. Whyte is one of the strongest fighters he's ever faced. I've only seen Whyte twice being pushed back. Against Chisora and against Joshua. Both very strong fighters. I've never seen Joshua ever been pushed back. So that should tell you. Chisora, I've seen him get pushed back once before, and it was against Carlos Takam. He couldn't get one foot in. Carlos Takam was pushing it back before he got knocked out. So Dillian Whyte, very strong guy, doesn't get pushed back easily. He had Robert Helenius, a very strong fighter, on the run from round 1 to round 12. And he has good upper body movement. He has a very, what do you call it? Like, he does subtle upper body movements. He's not what many people think. Many people think he's just a better version of Chisora. He's not like that at all. He has good upper body movement. He likes to feint as well. He has a very strong jab and a very consistent jab. He likes to set up most of his work from the jab. And he always moves with the jab. Not always the same move. It's not like he throws it to the left, moves to the right, or throws it to the left. No, he's always moving back and forth, making sure that you're thinking while he's throwing the jab. He has a very good overhand right, the same overhand right that dropped that dropped Tyson Fury from Steve Cunningham. He throws that very well. And we all know about his left hook. Now, Tyson Fury, I think his route to victory is just keep it long. Keep it as long as possible. Stay side on. Don't come in at him. I think if Dillian Whyte is facing a Tyson Fury who's trying to keep it long, especially from the southpaw position, I think he does not have a chance in this fight. But if Tyson Fury can't keep it long, last time we've seen Tyson Fury successfully keep it long against a fighter was against Vladimir Klitschko. Against Francis, what's his name? Otto Wallin, his feet were not as quick as it was back in the day. Like, the fighter that fought Otto Wallin, Dillian Whyte could beat that guy, in my opinion. But the guy that fought Klitschko, Dillian Whyte does not have a prayer. Now, if Tyson Fury is going to try to push back Dillian Whyte, if I was Dillian Whyte's corner, I wouldn't tell him to push back against him. I would tell him, you're getting what you want. Now just jab and move. Jab, set up your punch from a jab. If Tyson Fury is coming at you, jab, throw the occasional right to the body, get his body conditioned, set up headshots, powerful headshots. Set up a headshot powerful enough to take him out with a single punch. I wouldn't go and try and meet him center ring, my head on his head, and let's go for it, bro. No, that's not what I would do. If he's coming at me, set everything up with a jab and see what happens. Usually you get the knockout when you're not looking for it. Just box your fight on the back foot. Now, how do I see this fight playing out? I see this fight playing out this way. I think in the first 4 rounds, it's going to be close. Both fighters are going to be jabbing. Tyson Fury will keep it long. The first 3 or 4 rounds, I think it will be split between them. Each guy wins a round. Each guy wins a round here and there. Then I think by round 5, I think Tyson Fury is going to switch to southpaw, keep it long, box for a few rounds. I think if Tyson Fury begins to tire, Dillian Whyte could drop him late. But I still see Tyson Fury winning a clear and comfortable decision. Would not be shocked whatsoever at an upset. I have a funny feeling that something bad is going to happen on Saturday. Just see that feeling when you know, I don't know what's going on, but something's going to happen. That's what I feel. I think there's going to be a shock. I'm not sure how it's going to happen. But my brain says Tyson Fury, clear decision. If Tyson Fury keeps a long, clear decision, and I think he will keep it long. If he goes in, he's getting knocked out, in my opinion. Dillian Whyte is highly motivated. Dillian Whyte feels like the world is against him. And the boxing world is kind of against him. And I'm not going to lie. I'm rooting for Dillian Whyte for this fight. I'm Team White. But I think Tyson Fury is going to win a clear decision. Give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. City Boxing out.